Dear students, let's begin with your part 2 of your prose 3, Forgetting, written by Robert Lund. The commonest form of forgetfulness, I suppose, occurs in the matter of posting letters. So common is it that I am always reluctant to trust a departing visitor to post an important letter. So little do I rely on his memory that I put him on his oath before handing the letter to him. As for myself, anyone who asks me to post a letter is a poor judge of my character. Even if I carry the letter in my hand, I am always past the first pillar box before I remember that I ought to have posted it. So, in the first part, Robert Lund has explained about forgetting of taking the pills and potion. Now he is explaining about the absent-mindedness of posting the letters. He is telling that that is also a common form of forgetfulness. So common is that I am always reluctant. What is reluctant means unwilling to trust a departing visitor to post an important letter. So he is not ready to trust a departing visitor who is going to request them to post a letter, because he knows that anyway they are going to forget it, so he don't want to trust them in that case. Even he is telling that if someone gives me a letter to post it in the post box, even they are a poor judge of my character, because even if I carry the letter in my hand, I am always past the first pillar box before I remember that I ought to have posted it. That means even if I am going to carry a letter to post it in the post box, what I do, I forget it completely and I remember only after crossing the first pillar box. Weary of holding it in my hand, I then put it for the safety into one of my pockets and forget all about it. Since I can't carry it in my hand, what I do, I put it in my pocket. What do I do after putting it in my pocket? I forget about it completely. After that, it has an unadventurous life till a long chain of circumstances leads to a number of embarrassing questions being asked, and I am compelled to produce the evidence of my guilt from my pocket. Since I forget about posting that letter, I need to answer people about the questions. Why didn't I do it? This, it might be thought, must be due to a lack of interest in other people's letters, but that cannot be the explanation, for I forgot to post some even of the few letters that I myself remember to write. Initially, Robert Lund is telling, why do I forget to post letters? Because it might be an reluctant. What is reluctant? I'm not willing to post the letters of others, but that may not be the correct explanation, because what do I do? Sometimes I write the letter by myself and even I forget to post my letters too. That is what he is saying here. As for leaving articles in trains and in taxis, I am no great reluctant in such matters. I can remember almost anything except books and walking sticks, and I can often remember even books. Walking sticks, I find it quite impossible to keep. I have an old-fashioned taste for them and I buy them frequently, but no sooner do I pay a visit to a friend's house or go a journey in train than another stick is on its way into the world of the lost. I dare not carry an umbrella for fear of losing it. To go through life without ever having lost an umbrella, has even the grimmest jawed umbrella carrier ever achieved this? He's telling that as for leaving articles and trains, so he is not delinquent. What is delinquent? Delinquent means failing in one duty. He is not that careless like he leaves articles and trains and taxis, because he could remember everything except the books and walking sticks. Sometimes he can remember even books, but he could never remember walking sticks, because every time he has an old fashioned taste for them and he buy them frequently, and whenever he visits a friend's house while returning he will forget them. That will be left in the train or in the friend's house. So that is what he is telling. He is whenever he is taking one walking stick, the other walking stick is added to the missed list. He is adding it to a missed list, because he had to buy walking sticks frequently, because he is losing the walking stick frequently. To go through life without ever having lost an umbrella, and also he has the habit of losing an umbrella always. Since he has the habit of losing it, he dare not carry an umbrella. He don't want to carry an umbrella because he knows that anyways he is going to forget that umbrella too. Few of us, however, have lost much property on our travels through forgetfulness. The ordinary man arrives at his destination with all his bags and trunks safe. The list of articles lost in trains during the year suggests that it is the younger rather than the adult who forget things, and that the sportsmen have worse memories than the ordinary serious minded fellows. So, few of us, however, have lost much property on our travels through forgetfulness. So, already in the beginning of the lesson, we were speaking about the articles that were lost by the London travelers. So, he is again telling that on our travels too, much people have lost a property. The ordinary man, one who is concentrating only in his work, the ordinary man arrives at his destination with all his bags and trunks safe. The list of articles lost in trains during the year suggests that. So, on taking a survey and a report, they are analyzing that most of the articles lost in London trains were from young travelers rather than the adult travelers. That means sportsmen have worse memories than the ordinary serious minded fellows. He is telling that people who are indulging in sports, they have worse memories. A considerable number of footballs and cricket bats, for instance, were forgotten. So, among those lost articles, they are finding footballs and cricket bats too. This is easy to understand, for boys returning from the games have their imagination still filled with the vision of the playing field, and their heads are among the stars, or their hearts in their boots as they recall their exploits or their errors. They are abstracted from the world outside them. Memories prevent them from remembering to do such small prosaic things as take the ball of the bat with them when they leave the train. So this is because why are the sports people forgetting things? Because they have the imagination still filled with the vision of playing. Like even after exiting from the game, where is their mind? Their mind is still in the games. Like they are making a big hit, or they are making some errors. They will be thinking about the mistakes that committed in the day's sport and how to rectify those mistakes, or the achievement which they have made on the day. So they will be thinking about this, and they don't concentrate what is happening outside the world which is around them, which is in their environment. They don't even remember about their environment, what is happening there. So what they do, they miss the ball or bat even when they leave the train. For the rest of the day, they are citizens of dreamland. The same may be said, no doubt, of anglers who forget their fishing rod. Anglers are generally said, I do not know with what justification, to be the most imaginative of men, and the man who is inventing magnificent lies on the journey home after a day's fishing is bound to be a little absent-mindedness in his behavior. So, for the rest of the day, those sports people are citizens of dreamland. Why is he telling citizens of dreamland? Because they keep imagining the things which is going to happen in future, the achievements in future, or mistakes which are happening in the present. So he is telling them as citizens of dreamland. And this is the same thing which is happening even in the life of angler means fishermen are called as anglers. And what justification to be the most, they are called, they imagine a lot, they are imaginative. They keep imagining about the day's fishing, everything goes on. The fishing rod of reality is forgotten by him as he daydreams over the fears of the fishing rod of utopia. His loss of memory is really a tribute to the intensity of his enjoyment in thinking about his day's sport. So, his loss of memory is really a tribute to the intensity of his enjoyment. Because if he gets a lot of fish, he will be very happy. And if he is not getting much, he will be feeling very sad. Okay, so based on that, he is missing his fishing rod too. He may forget his fishing rod as the poet may forget to post a letter, because his mind is filled with matter more glorious. Because both the fisherman and the poet is forgetting to do their things because their mind is filled with matter more glorious. They are thinking only about the future, which is going to happen in the future, and they are forgetting to concentrate in the present. Part 3 will be continued in the next video. Thank you.